Hey, what's up, guys? I hope you're having a fantastic day today, and I just wanted to make a video on a couple of the recent things I've been seeing surrounding the Soul Calibur community lately. I'm actually going to be doing this in two parts, I believe. The first part is going to be the good things I've been seeing just based on the community as compared to the rest of the FGC, and then we're going to be going into the bad in tomorrow's video. So hopefully this is interesting to you. It's just something that I've noticed and something that has been getting around for a while, but I don't want to beat a dead horse too much. I'm just going to stick right to it, and then at the end I have a new segment that I think should be pretty fun, if not pretty cringe, so I hope you stay to the end for that. But with that being said, let's just jump right into the video. Before we begin, it would be really awesome if you guys could press the like button and do all that good YouTube algorithmic stuff so that this video goes out to more people and just doesn't die in a ditch somewhere. So that would really help me out a lot, and you'd really be helping the channel. So a few good things without like listing them by numerical order or anything of that nature. I just want to kind of have a basic conversation with you about it. Soul Calibur is one of the more kind communities I've seen people, whether this be on Reddit or Twitter or anything akin to that, even on my Discord. A lot of people, they like to post memes and artwork and other similar things and scenarios that are in other FGC arenas. But unlike people that I've seen in, let's say, Tekken, and by the way, when I'm mentioning these games, doesn't mean everybody, obviously. But compared to Tekken, it's a lot easier because there's a lot larger of a player base, like a built-in base than there is for Soul Calibur. But for Street Fighter, Mortal Kombat, all that stuff. One of the things that's kind of annoying that I see in the Mortal Kombat sphere is people begging for their favorite characters constantly and consistently, and every single time Ed Boon posts something about anything innocuous, they automatically like try to dissect it into some cryptic message that is hinting towards the next character. I mean, I've been a part of that as well sometimes too. I kind of wanted Melina in the game, but I never really like asked anybody about it. I just always mentioned that I wanted her in the game. But that's neither here nor there. Whereas in the Soul Calibur industry, Soul Calibur community, what I've just noticed is I've made a bunch of videos on Season 3 and predictions going back months and months and months about how we're not getting a Season 3, and even though there's files in the data for a Season 3 and the characters wherein that should have been in the Season 3, that it's not going to happen. And there's a bunch of underlying circumstances that I can't really get into right here. I've made plenty of videos on that, so you can go back and watch those. I just don't want to, like, for the people that watch my videos every day to keep saying the same things over and over again. So what I've seen for in the Soul Calibur community, specifically in my community, but this is also strangers like on Twitter and people that are in the FGC and things of that nature. When we didn't get Season 3, there were three categorical people in the Soul Calibur community that I've noticed. They were the deniers, which are people that think that no, even if it's 2027, we can still get like a Season 3. Like they're just, I guess, hopeful and don't understand how really the inner workings of marketing or these video games are released. Like I don't think they really know too much about that, which is not really their fault. But we all have to educate ourselves on that, right? I mean, that's what we usually do. That's how we get to learn. And then the second group of people are like the naysayers. So these are going to be the people that, like, when they hear any kind of information, they're going to attack you for it, as opposed to like the actual information itself. Like people telling people that saying there's no Season 3 that they don't know what they're talking about, and they have no authority, which is an argument from authority ad hominem anyway. And then I've seen another category where people, and this is the vast majority of people fall into this category, they were just like, well, that sucks. We'll still play Soul Calibur 6 until Soul Calibur 7 comes out. I can't wait to play it. And that's the vast majority, and that's the biggest difference I've seen with other, with this community specifically, as opposed to the other fighting game communities. People just bash those games, and then, like, if something doesn't go their way, they like threaten to drop it, or they threaten to like boycott the next one or something ridiculous like that. I haven't really seen too much of that in Soul Calibur. There could be a few reasons behind that, mainly because like I said, it's more of a niche community, so you don't get as many normies into the field as you do in other games. And I also think it's because Soul Calibur has like a very unique position within the fighting game community where it's very character and narrative driven. It's very based on the bonds that you have with certain characters and how those characters not only play, but how they interact with each other and how they lend into the greater story. To a bigger picture, I would compare this directly to Mortal Kombat because the recent Mortal Kombat games have been very cinematic. However, in those games, I've seen a lot of people like saying like Twindell and saying like, oh, Sindel sucks because she would never do that. You hate the game because like she would never be evil in the first place. Or we don't want Melina in the game. She's supposed to be dead, blah, blah, blah. Like I've seen so much negative comments towards not only the developers, but like other people within the community who happen to like those aspects of the games. But in Soul Calibur, we don't get that too much. Like we'll say, like Hwang Sung-young is a perfect example, right? Because he's somebody that people wanted back for a long time, including myself. And when he came back, he was completely redesigned. A lot of us think that this may be tending towards Yoon Song coming back in the next game. It was supposed to be in Season 3, but we're hoping for the next game now. But he was changed so much that he's almost an entirely different character at this point. And if you follow his story and play his Soul Chronicle, like it explains all of that, and it's a very perfect lead up into Soul Calibur 7, so I recommend you do so. But the vast overwhelming majority of people were in the Soul Calibur community were ecstatic that the character was even back, let alone that he was changed, and most of us agree for the better. There were some sideliners and naysayers and fence sitters, obviously, as there always are. Like, there's going to be grifters in every community, but those people are easy to ignore because they don't really come up with any valid argumentation or points in or for their arguments. They pretty much just say, like, something sucks for the sake of sucking. So it's easy to kind of toss those people aside. It's another really good thing compared to the other fighting game communities that I wanted to mention is I've made videos on Jump Force, Injustice, Injustice 2 specifically, Dragon Ball Fighters, Mortal Kombat, Street Fighter 5, Tekken 7, and my most popular videos are actually not even my Soul Calibur videos, they're my Street Fighter 5 Championship Edition videos. In particular, the all stages that come with it and all costumes that come with it. When I get comments on those videos, most of the time they're pretty just like great video, or I'm happy that you made this, or thanks for this. But let's say that video has like, I don't know, 15,000 views or something like that. Let's just say I'm approximating. I have to look at the numbers. I don't remember exactly what it is. But let's say on that video we'll have that. I'll have like maybe 1/3 of the comments being like, this video is stupid, or this video sucks, or like, why don't you do it this way, or my favorite creator does it this way, or how come you didn't do it this way. It's just like, it's not really critiquing or a criticism per se. It's just like, I guess, like whatever the opposite of confirmation bias is. Like, they expected the video to be one way, and when it turns out not that way, they get mad. My Soul Calibur videos hardly ever have that. Like, I mean, I get negativity here and there sometimes, especially when it's like, don't shoot the messenger type of deal, where if I'm saying something that somebody doesn't want to hear, they'll take it as a personal attack on their identity, which they have wrapped up in the game, and then they like try to go after me for it. But 9 times out of 10, that doesn't have anything to do with Soul Calibur or the community itself. That's based on the individual person. But the rest of the community in Soul Calibur is pretty amicable. Like, if I say something that they don't like, they're just like, oh, that sucks. Let's look forward to doing it together, like fighting, you know what I mean? But their comments are like way different. Like, I might get 1 or 2 lines of comments in other video games, like great job or great video or first or stuff like that, you know, like the normal stuff. But I'll get like textbooks for Soul Calibur videos. Like, maybe it's because I do more Soul Calibur videos, or maybe my Soul Calibur videos are a bit more informative than my other videos. But some people will like literally have like walls of text that it's really hard to read. Like, when I have like 100 or 500 of them on a video, and like some of them are mini novels. And I do my best to shout out the comments in the community. And those I do appreciate, and I do read them. Sometimes it's hard. I feel bad about not commenting back a novel. I just want to comment back like, I agree or something like that. But that's simply because I'm answering like a million comments at once, because my videos go live usually around like midnight, and then like by the time I wake up, the video had already been up for like maybe like 8 hours or 7 hours or something like that. So there's usually a ton of comments as soon as I wake up that I have to read and answer. It's like the first thing I do in the morning, actually. But those are just a few of the differentials and the good things that I see different from the Soul Calibur community, which I'm guessing is you guys, and like other fighting game communities. There's a lot less toxicity. Like normally, there's a lot less just general name calling and being an asshole. Like there's a lot less of that in Soul Calibur. People are more inclined to be open to other people's opinions. If you say you like a character, in another, I've seen people on Twitter go at people on Street Fighter or Virtual Fighter or Mortal Kombat or Tekken saying that character sucks, blah 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 blah. But then, like, if you do that on if you do that on Soul Calibur and you read the comments, like people are just like, oh, that's awesome that everybody has a favorite character. Like, I like that part about this character too, but this is my favorite character. It's just like much more of an open dialogue, like amicable situation where like everybody gets to like learn and grow together. And then a lot of those people come over to the Discord and we have extended great conversations over there. Sure, arguments happen once in a while, but I see it to a much lesser extent than I do in the other fighting game communities. But I mean, I'm not an authority on the subject, so you can take the information for what it is, read the comment sections yourself. Granted, a lot more of the bad comments I tend to just delete because like I don't want to have like a negative space for my subscribers, because I prioritize subscribers obviously because they're the ones that help the channel the most, especially the members. But with that being said, guys, I want to lead into the next segment, and hopefully we have some fun with that. Let me know in the comment section about what do you thought about this video, and I'll see you back on the next one for the negative aspects of it. Hello, neighbor, and welcome to Mr. Pogger's neighborhood. So we're going to get to a few comments today sent from you guys. Without further ado, let's begin. So the first comment that I wanted to read today is from Solar Flare 95. And he says, to me, it really feels like people are grasping at straws at this point. It's not that different to whenever Ed Boon tweets about any old random thing and people take it as a sort of cryptic hint towards a bigger picture. Is there a chance that these tweets could mean something? Sure, but as of now, there's no evidence to suggest that.
I'm inclined to agree. Now, let's read the next comment. Calibur 75 says, as much as I enjoyed the visual style, it'd be cool to see more cinematics. I'd imagine there'd be more single-player modes, so that would be great. I'd like to see them expand on their online options. Keep everything they have in Soul Calibur 6, just add to it. I'm interested to see what they'll gameplay-wise. Very satisfied with it so far.
That sounds pretty amicable. Now, for the next comment. Just a Reptile says, well that sucks. I was hoping to get Aeon in Soul Calibur 6. Don't get me wrong, I'm glad I was able to make Lizard Man and create a character. I hope they carry that over to Soul Calibur 7. Sure, some can say we have the Lizard Man race, but for a lot of us Aeon fans, it's still not worth it without the style. Aeon is to me as much other characters are to their fans, but who knows? I mean, we still have the pandemic going on, but it does seem unlikely.
People want to see what they want to see, but what will be, will always be. We can't get what we want, we probably never will, and that's why we are Poggers.